Beyond physical labor, African Americans have made immeasurable contributions to American culture. Everything from music and literature to art, architecture, and social justice movements. Basically, shaping the very soul of the nation. Meta Vaux Warrick was an American artist notable for celebrating Afrocentric themes. At the start of the Harlem Renaissance, Warrick was known for being a poet, painter, theater designer, and sculptor of the Black American experience. Born to a Black middle-class family in Philadelphia on June 9, 1877, Meta Vaux Warrick attended the Pennsylvania Museum School of Industrial Arts in 1897. In 1899, she left the U.S. to study in Paris, where she met and became the protege of French sculptor Auguste Rodin, famous for his piece, The Thinker. Rodin was so impressed with her work that he pronounced her, quote, a born artist. It was also in Paris that she met American sociologist W.E.B. Du Bois, who became a lifelong friend and confidant. He encouraged Warrick to draw from American and African American themes in her work. By the turn of the 20th century, she had achieved a reputation as a well-known sculptor in Paris. Warrick has been described as, quote, one of the most imaginative Black artists of her generation. She returned to the United States in 1903 and met Dr. Solomon Carter Fuller in 1907. In 1909, they were married. The couple settled in Framingham, Massachusetts, where they were one of the first Black families in town. Prominent African American people visited their house often. Even the Prince of Siam stopped by. Meta Vaux Warrick Fuller continued to create works of art against the norms of the day and, unfortunately, the objections of her husband that she should settle down and focus only on being a housewife, especially after she and Solomon had 3 children. However, Meta Warrick Fuller did not bow to the norms of the day, nor to her husband's expectations of a wife and mother. She continued her art career. Within the community, Warrick Fuller helped establish and was involved in the lighting of productions put on by the Framingham Dramatic Society. She was an active member of the St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, where she directed and costumed their plays and pageants.
Art must be the quintessence of meaning. Creative art means that you create yourself. Meta Vaux Warrick Fuller, in a speech given at Livingstone College in 1950.
Inventor, aerospace engineer, and entrepreneur Lonnie George Johnson, whose work includes a U.S. Air Force term of service and a 12-year stint at NASA, where he worked at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, invented the Super Soaker water gun in 1989. Since then, it has been among the world's best-selling toys ever. In 1991, Lonnie Johnson founded his own company, Johnson Research and Development Company Incorporated, of which he is also the president. He teamed up with scientists from Tulane University and Tuskegee University to develop a method of transforming heat into electricity to make green energy more affordable. Currently, Johnson has 3 technology development companies. All operate in Atlanta, Georgia. Johnson Electromechanical Systems, or GEMS, developed the Johnson Thermo-Electrochemical Converter System, which Popular Mechanics listed as one of the top 10 inventions of 2009. Still going strong at the age of 74, Johnson is one of a small group of African American inventors whose work accounts for 6% of all U.S. patent applications. This is African American History is American History. The Black experience during the Great Migration had an enormous effect on the culture of the era. It became an important theme in the artistic movement, soon to be known as the Harlem Renaissance. The Harlem Renaissance was a powerful cultural movement that began around 1910 and lasted into the 1930s. In New York City, newly arrived blacks set down roots and began to build a creative community that made Harlem the mecca for black culture and pride. Influential creatives such as writers Langston Hughes and Zora Neale Hurston, musician Louis Armstrong, and artists Augusta Savage and Jacob Lawrence were all part of this golden age of black literature, music, art, and performance. The Great Migration also began a new era of increasing political activism among Black Americans, who, after being disenfranchised in the South, faced fewer barriers to voting in the cities of the North and West. As their numbers increased, their vote emerged as a crucial factor in elections. The war and migration helped bolster a heightened political and cultural activism in what would soon be called the New Negro Movement. This has been African American History is American History. I'm Harlan Kearsley, and on behalf of everyone involved with African American History is American History, thank you for listening. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Once you do, you'll be notified as soon as new episodes are posted. Thanks again, and please stay safe. African American History is American History. Copyright H.C. Kearsley, 2025.